on September 16th, I turned 35. And sometimes when you see a lot of these videos, you see them talking about aging and all of that. I don't feel any of those same sentiments. For me, I'm more on the lines of, I can't believe that I'm alive. Like, I can't believe when I look back to my earliest childhood memories and then looking at where I am right now, all that I've done in my life, all that I have been through in my life. Like, I literally can't believe that I am still standing, that I'm not paralyzed from things that happened to me in my past, that I'm still upright and walking despite chronic pain, despite adversity, despite everything, despite trauma that I've gone through my childhood onwards. I am still here. And honestly, a lot of the trauma that I endured in my childhood is honestly what made me who I am right now. Like, my creativity was like an escape. And even with everything that I've gone through over the last couple of years, I've channeled that again into my creativity and starting this channel into businesses that I run, you know what I mean? So I hate to trauma dump, and I hate to, like, you know, go through all of that here on the channel and things like that, but it is a big fuel to my fire, and it is why I am here on the internet. It's why I don't care as much about what other people think of me, of the what ifs of these invisible people who I think are gonna like have bad opinions, because I've been through enough. Opinions don't matter to me anymore. If you guys don't know, I am 35 years old. I am married to my best friend, and honestly, probably the best man in every sense of the word that I have ever met in my life. Member of the armed forces. And just saying that this is an election year, I want to tell you guys, get out there and vote. Please vote. Your research first. Vote, please. Do your research, get out there and vote. It is an election year. We all have different perspectives. Not going to get into it, but please just exercise your right to vote and do your research and be sure that you are voting the way you want to vote, okay? I'm just going to say that right there. I am married to the armed forces. I am a stay-at-home mom at this point in my life. And without my husband, I would say I also would not be here talking to you guys. It's him doing what he does every single day. He is not here with me. He is on the other side of the world, and he has been for the last month. So it's because of that, what he is doing and all of the strain that it is causing on me. There's good and bad, there are ups and downs to everything, but everything that he's doing is affording me the opportunity to have the time to spend with my son all the time, to be a stay-at-home mom, to build this relationship with my son, and also to invest in the things that I'm interested in, whether I want to start another business or if I want to invest in this YouTube channel. All of this is on my husband's back. He is a warrior, he is a soldier, he has always been this kind of a man, even before we have been married. And we have been together for 13 years. We've only been married for 3 years, but we've been together knowing each other for 13 years, and he has always been the same man. He has never wavered, and without him, I wouldn't be able to sit here and talk to the camera. I wouldn't be able to sit here and be a full-time mom to my son. So I do appreciate that. Get out there and vote, please. But yeah, so it has been hard. The last 2 years has been rough. I've only seen my husband this year for 3 months. So we are in the 9th month. And I have been here. We just moved, as you guys know. I don't know anybody here. I didn't know anybody in Washington. And it has been really rough. I haven't been able to establish any sort of sense of community here, no friends here. And almost as soon as we got here to this new place, they sent him off to the other side of the world. He's been there for the last month, and they keep giving us different dates on when he's going to come back. So I have no idea when he'll come back. So I have been just here solo momming for the last month, like almost as soon as we unpacked, and we're still not fully unpacked. We still don't have like furniture and things like that. And I've been managing, and in a way I've been used to it because it's been 3 years that I've been married into this sort of like career, because I feel like if you marry somebody in the armed forces, you're not just marrying that man, you're marrying the military, you know. So it's, I didn't want to be used to it. Like, I want my son to have his dad, and he's very hands-on dad when he is here, but duty calls, you know, active duty. It's hard. It's hard, and it's lonely. And you know, yesterday was my 35th birthday, and it didn't feel like I could celebrate myself and be happy turning 35 and being here another year, because it was just like a stressful day like any other day. Like, I didn't have anybody to celebrate with. I didn't have anybody to like give me a hug or buy me dinner, or you know what I mean? It was just me and my son, and just felt like every other day. My son is 2 years old. He doesn't know what a birthday is. There's no happy birthday, mom. You know, there was nothing like that. It was really like every other day, and it's been kind of rough. It's been kind of lonely, and I'm one of those people who, like, I feel like I stopped aging at 27 because I look the same. I kind of have the same viewpoints. The only thing that I've noticed in myself is that I speak up for myself a lot more, and a lot of that comes with being a mom and having to set boundaries. But I've learned how to set boundaries. I've learned how to acknowledge when I have to accept the consequences that come with setting those boundaries. And I realized that I have to set boundaries for myself in order for me to be the mom that I have to be for my son. You know, I can't let people walk all over me. I can't just ignore, you know, my boundaries for the sake of other people. I can't sit around thinking about, well, what about me? Well, what about my feelings, like I did as a kid? I can't just be quiet all the time. Like, I can't be silenced by other people all the time, because it's like, I'm a grown-ass woman. I have to be a grown-ass woman for my son. In the end, I'm the one in this marriage. So it's like, I have to take care of myself, because who else is here to hold it all together? Who else is here to be a wife to my husband? Who else is here to be a mother to my son 24/7 around the clock? It's me. Like, I have to take care of myself. And I found myself at 35 having to really disconnect from a lot of people from my past and a lot of people in my family, you know, for the sake of me trying to do my best as a mom. And I can't let myself get like trampled over or let people in that I don't want in my life or in a part of my life anymore. You know what I mean? It's been a lot of like reliving past trauma. It's been a lot of like just cutting off people that I never thought I would have to say goodbye to, you know. And yeah, I've just been having to sit with that, and with all of that, dealing with my husband being thrown to the other side of the world all at the same time, all of me moving into a new environment and everything like that. So yeah, like, I don't eat cake. My sister sent me cakes for my birthday. I don't eat cake. I thought everybody knew that I don't eat cake because I see it all the time, but she sent it. I was able to use it for my thumbnail for this video. Let's see if I actually post this video. But, you know, I just wanted to say thank you guys for wishing me happy birthday. I was sad my whole birthday. Like, I spent it all like crying, trying not to let my son see me cry. And I really didn't think I was going to come back to YouTube, to be honest, because it was just so hard. Like, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I wasn't answering my phone. The idea of talking to the camera was making me cry more, because I didn't know what I would talk about, because the last thing on my mind was fashion and handbags. Let's be real. That was the last thing on my mind after everything that I was going through and the trauma that I have to relive twice a year, every year, on my son's birthday and my birthday. And like, it was just a little much. So, you know, this community here, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels like this, but, you know, just because we turn the camera on ourselves and we talk about stuff, it doesn't mean that we're not human and we don't go through life's ups and downs as well. The community that we built here is like, it's very healing. It can be very therapeutic. And I just filmed a handbag. This is September 17th. This is the day after my birthday. I shout out to Miss Nala Wright, because she published a video today and I watched it. She's slowly becoming, I'll link her down below, but she's slowly becoming like a friend in my head. But when I was watching her video, I just threw some makeup on and I started to film a video just to get back in the swing of things. And even though I was still sad and down in the dumps, as soon as I started filming and talking about these little frivolous things that we like to talk about here, I started feeling good again. Like I started to feel like myself. I didn't feel like such a drag anymore, and I wasn't wrapped up in my head. So it's one of those things where, you know, like depression and life and all those things can really get you down. And if you're a creative person like me, it can really fuel your fire and make you zoom, zoom, zoom in your creativity and publish and do all kinds of different things, whatever your creative outlet is. It can really drive you towards that. It does that for me. But sometimes, like, that depression or that loneliness or that aching that you may still feel that you have been carrying on to, you know, your whole life, sometimes it can really deplete you, and you could lose interest in the things that you really love. Like I was looking at my YouTube channel and looking at things like that I've been doing lately creatively, and I started to feel like it was really stupid. I was like, why am I doing this? You know, it's not giving me anything back, you know. Nobody cares about this stuff. I don't care about this stuff. This is stupid. I'm wasting my time. But as soon as I turned on the camera and I watched Nala's video and I turned on the camera and I put some makeup on and I started filming B-roll and I started filming and talking to the camera again, it really lit me up again, and it really made me feel good. Because I wasn't in a good place. You know, I wasn't, and I don't have anybody to talk to. It's just me and my son here right now, and it's only been us for the last month, and we don't know when, you know, my husband will be back. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that, like, if you create content or like you make videos, and sometimes it might seem like, oh, it's just handbags, nobody cares. Well, this stuff is really healing and therapeutic to some people, even me. Like before I even made videos, I would just like watch this like in bed late at night when I couldn't sleep or I was feeling sad. I would watch you guys' video. I had no intentions of buying bags, but it was just like that ASMR, like good vibes kind of thing. And like more than that, like it does things for people that is outside of consumerism. Like it does real things for people. It does things for us as creators, people who are making videos in this space, and it also does things for people who watch and don't comment. So yeah, if you're like me and you get kind of down in the dumps and you don't want to create anymore, like whatever you create about, just know that it's helping people in other ways, not just deciding what to buy or something like that. Like sometimes it's you that is making somebody laugh when they really need it. And it's you that's just like providing that comfort and that sense of community and, you know, things like that, that escapism that we all need. But yeah, I always said I was never going to cry on YouTube. So I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for wishing me a happy 35th birthday. And I hope this ramble actually made sense. And I'll talk to you soon.